So everything starts with the attention we give to certain thoughts. Okay, our thoughts then bring about the emotions. Our emotions, we feel them in our body, right? And that then translates into what we do, our behavior basically. Okay, so let's take it as an example. Say you have a thought, I can't communicate. Okay, that's the thought, that I don't communicate well, or I don't speak well, or something around that. Now that thought per se is okay. Okay, but if you go to the next level, and whenever you're evaluating your thoughts, it's very important to look at it from what does this mean, right? Peeling the onion one more layer. Okay, so a lot of times when one of my clients asks me or tells me this, that I can't communicate, I ask them, okay, so what? Okay, how does it matter? Tell me more. And a lot of times they will end up telling me, oh, I'll make a fool of myself when I communicate. Yeah, and that is, now that thought is a thought that has an error in it, and we'll see how that is an error, and we'll see it coming forward. But say if that's your thought, that I can't communicate, I'll make a fool, I usually make a fool of myself when I communicate. What will it do? It will make you anxious every time you have to communicate. Every time you have to speak in audience, or every time you have to communicate, there will be anxiety. How will it translate it? It will make you sweat, your heart will race, you will have stomach issues, usually gastric issues are some things that come from anxiety. So all of those things that sort of, there's a lot of muscle pain that comes with anxiety. So a lot of it is felt actually in the body. And then what will be the outcome, or how will you behave? You will avoid speaking. Okay, you'll take a step back. Let me not make a fool of myself, right? Now, when you avoid speaking, what are you actually doing? You're strengthening the thought that I can't communicate. Okay, so this becomes like a strong pattern. This becomes your reality. This becomes your thought. Okay, because obviously if you're avoiding speaking at every point in time, your brain is learning that, see, because I avoided it, I stopped myself from making a fool of me. Okay, so that's great. I need to not talk. That is what your brain is learning. Okay, and obviously because you don't speak, you don't learn, you don't improve yourself, and you actually probably don't communicate that well, right? Because you've not given yourself the chance to pick it up. So this is how you kind of remain in that thought pattern. Okay, so even when we talk about mental strength, what is mental strength really? It's about how we manage our thoughts, right? How we regulate our emotions, and how we actually act in situations despite whatever is going on, right? And that is mental strength. So it all starts with our thoughts. Yeah, so this is what is called a thought pattern, and this is a very, very important thing to understand. And just to take it one step further, what happens is that our brain is wired to reject stuff that doesn't fit into this thought system. Okay, so if we have a certain thought, and if there is conflicting evidence that is coming our way, we reject that evidence. Okay, we don't agree with it. We will still maintain that thought, and I'll tell you what I mean here. Okay, say for example you have a thought that I'm unlovable. It's a very strong thought. Okay, it's been there since your childhood. I'm unlovable. And so what happens is this thought becomes like a security guard in your brain, which means that anything which is contrary to this thought, you will reject it. Okay, or there are two things: either you'll reject it, or you'll tweak the reality to fit into this I am unlovable thought. Let's see how it happens. So say you feel you're unlovable. Okay, your friends never forget to call you on your birthday, they're always there to wish you. What you will do is, that thought, you'll say, that's so basic, they're just calling me on my birthday, that's no big deal, right? That's just so basic. So you'll reject anything that is actually proving that you're loved by your friends and family. Okay, Let's say another thing happens, your partner or your spouse gets you some flowers without any occasion. That you're not gonna think that, oh, because he's getting me flowers, he loves me. You're gonna tweak it to say, what did he do? Why is he getting me flowers? Because the fact that I'm lovable is not okay, right? That's not true. So what could it be? So you tweak it to say that, okay, he got me flowers, or she got me flowers. Maybe they want to cover up something. Okay, maybe they've done something. They want to cover up something. And then this thought easily goes through, right? Because this is in line with I'm unlovable. Similarly, say if your thought is I am incompetent, okay, at my work. I'm not that great at my work. And you get a promotion. What you will do is you will turn around and say, oh, this time everyone got a promotion. That's no big deal. This time they were just very relaxed. They just promoted anyone. Oh, I just got lucky this time. Or, oh my God, now I'm going to have to handle a bigger role and this big responsibility. I won't be able to do it, right? So instead of feeling that, oh, I got a promotion, so I must be competent, you kind of twist the whole reality to still believe you are not competent, right? So that's how powerful our thoughts are, right? Okay.